I mean, look what happened 2-3 weeks ago with the episode with Paige.
Yeah.
It went, everyone had their own opinion on what happened, which was incorrect,
It's
and
right,
everyone
they think pieces, all type of craziness.
Right.
I'm like, and it's crazy because like a lot of people ask me, they're like, oh, how should I go about trying to get into acting? And I feel like my answer is never what they expect. I'm like, bro, use your social media and just show your personality, bro. Like, it's not the same as back in the day where you know what I'm saying, you got to go into these rooms and, you know, get into a class, meet this person and try to, you know what I'm saying? Like now it's like, you just got to put yourself out there, and because people out there scouting, looking at everybody's social media, looking at reels, clips, TikToks. And that's how a lot of people get their stuff nowadays.
And
like,
it's weird because,
really,
you know, you had to have a talent before.
Right.
You had to be able to act. You had a talent. Now it's like, okay, if you got a bunch of clicks and you got a lot of audience engagement, we can throw you a bag because advertisers don't care who's watching it.
Right.
They just want to have ads. So I know I came from the era where exclusivity. You know what I mean? Like it was still like, you know, you were a star because people didn't know a lot about you. And to have the tabloids would get to know stuff about you. And you like, damn, they found out my story. You know? But now, you know, you weren't sharing that with them in a sense. But now it's like engagement. Everything's about engagement and who's following you and like that. And I was like, and it was a long time. I didn't want to be on Facebook, Twitter. I didn't want to be on none of that shit. Because I was like, why do I want to tell somebody where I'm at? You know, why do I want to tell them what I'm doing? Like I never, you know, I was exclusivity. Like you don't need to know all that about me, and that makes the allure makes you. But that is gone. That's out the window now.
I love this conversation
I love
now.
that.
Because it used to be like that. It used to be, how little can you be seen? They want to see you on the screen, and then you disappear.
Where?
They used to tell Brad Pitt not to go out. Don't get paparazzi because the allure is like this. Now it's the opposite. It's like, how many views is your video getting?
Yeah.
Like, how visible are you?
Can I call TMZ to meet you outside the restaurant you're coming out of?
Right.
Like, you know, like they're setting it up now. And it's like, I mean, that started with reality TV, of course, and then just kind of kept on progression from there.
Right.
And it's like, but it's still like a place because I don't like everybody in my business still to this day.
Right.
So it's like you have to learn to give people what they want or what you willing to give them. And then, you know, you have to save a lot for yourself because you don't want people involved in your life that way have an opinion or on everything.
I mean, look what happened 2-3 weeks ago with the episode with Paige.
Yeah.
It went,
bro.
everyone had their own opinion on what happened, which was incorrect.
it's
And
right,
everyone.
they think pieces, all type of craziness. I'm like, this is so inaccurate. And like I'm scrolling through TikTok, like I'm literally just chilling scrolling through TikTok and I'm just seeing my face every 2 seconds and it's just the same thing. And I'm like, yo, bro, like these people and they think pieces, man. It's funny though, because it's like a lot of people really be writing this stuff with confidence and they really do.
Like they know.
But everybody
They said that I was in love with her. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
You were a little bit, but I mean that's not my business.
I can't get involved in my man stuff. You know, I wasn't in love with you. Know
No, I yeah, it is like that. It's like, and I used to I like getting caught up even on sometimes of the show, and it's like I can't go through all those text messages, Twitters, because in my real life I hate being misinterpreted.
Right.
So, but let alone you misinterpret a character and you go into that, I'm like, I'll be wanting. No, I ain't not responding to that. They don't deserve it. But
Hey, man.
that also helps your show, though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No
So
different.
I mean,
Man.
we were going so viral when
give
Ghost
a
was
fuck.
airing. Like the stuff that we were doing, me and Michael would be outside at a club, and we don't even do anything. They're just filming me and Michael at the club together, and it would get 5-6 million views because like Braden Tariq out at the club, episode 8 about to air. Why they're supposed to be on the run? Even stuff like that would go so viral. So me,
even right now, like what, like not right now, but what, you know, in the finale, like leading up to the finale, everybody's like, I'm out here, I'm chilling, doing whatever. They be like, yo, what you doing out here? Ain't you supposed to be on the way to Chicago?
Right.
Like, and I'm just like,
I'm supposed to be dead
so
right now.
funny,
Like,
man.
they like, what you doing? You alive? I'm like, bro, that's the character. Like, what we talking about?
Me personally, and I want to get into that right at the end of the episode. Me personally, I like the way the industry is going because I love having fun. I like talking about it. I like the
Me too,
multimedia of it all. Yeah, like
I
if
love
I was
it, bro.
an actor.
Continue, my bad.
No. Go on, Mike. Go on.
No, I was gonna say, like, I generally look, cause like a lot of people be talking shit, and I answer.
Right.
A lot. I answer a lot. And the thing is, like, people think because I got more followers than them or I appear on their damn TV screen that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to respond to them sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we both human.
for
you know
real.
what I'm saying? You sharing your opinion, and I'm going to just let you know what the real is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people be like, oh, you shouldn't be answering this. I'm like, bro, we all human, bro. I don't give a fuck how many followers I got. I don't give a fuck how long I've been on TV, bro. It's just certain things you're not gonna say to me without me saying something back to you, bro. I'm sorry. Like we human, bro. And I love it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even down to when people, you know, showing love. I love answering when people show love too. You know what I'm saying? So I love the like you said, I love the multimedia. I love just being a person, bro. Like fuck all that. Oh, I'm an actor. I can't converse with you. I can't interact with certain things, bro. Like
you showing your humanity.
Yeah, sometimes they don't expect you to answer the way that sometimes
for sure.
me and Mike answer.
And that first thing they say, I didn't expect you to answer, then let alone what you said.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. But I do like the way that the industry is going with the multimedia stuff, because I feel like me and Mike excel at that kind of like with the podcast or with us as a person, not just the actor. Like sometimes if you're just, let me just audition for this thing. If I don't get it, I don't get it. And then I'm going to go back into I'm like, nah, like I love being outside. I love meeting people and doing the podcast and doing stuff like that. Me and Mike both have YouTube channels. Like if you said an actor had a YouTube channel 10 years ago, they would laugh at you.
Right.
Now the studios are like, well, do you have a YouTube? What's your following like? And it's like, that's what me and Mike excel at. Like our people love us as people. So I think that's why I'm starting to like the way that the industry is going.
It's diversifying. You got to diversify. Right. You know what I mean? You can't, the actor's just not going to do it.
Right.
So it's like finding other avenues. I think for me, you know, I wrote a book.
Hell yes.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that hopefully. But wrote a book because it was like, I need to tell this story. Like in the interview, I can't tell you everything. Like I make it sound really shallow, but it's really so much depth to it and everything. So good.
When is that
What's the
coming
name
out?
of your book?
Yeah.
So the book is out for pre-sale now on my website, isaackeys.com.
And we'll put a link to the book in the YouTube description. So go pre-order that book right now.
So and it's called The Grind Don't Stop, It Just Changes.
Hell yes.
And it's basically just talking about what we all go through. Yeah, the pivoting, the transition, the time in your life, the most important thing that may happen to you in your life that made you feel like I can't live like this anymore, which usually happens more than once. Something that may have happened to your life was a tragedy or something that may happen that was very positive. But I just talk about all the pivots and transitions of times where I either wanted something and I didn't get it, but then I got something else. The hardships of making it from NFL to acting, or even how I got into the NFL. But I started off as a kid, my adolescence, of what my life was like then, all the way to present day. And I just break it all down in my stories. And I love it because as I speak about it and talk about it and go across, like I'll start doing my book tour soon. I'll start doing that. But it's like, it's so engaging because it relates to everybody. Not just the black, white. It relates to the middle-aged white woman in Indiana. It relates for everybody from kids all the way to the adulthood. So
did you write it all yourself?
Yeah. So what I did was I have a publisher and we did interviews because my pen moves way slower than my brain.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just like crayon being like, I am NFL player.
I can't do that. And for real, and it really feels like that. I'm like, my brain is already gone, and I'm like, I'm still trying to write, and we don't write no more anyway, so my handwriting is terrible. But
my shit is ass.
It's crazy, but it became my therapy because it's like, especially when you're not working at the moment, you're like, okay, and it's felt time wise. It's like, what am I gonna leave on this earth? What is my legacy? What else can I do besides going to acting and it ain't. I'm not just a football player. There's a conversation about it, but you need to know more about that because I don't want anybody, especially young kids, anybody know that it was an easy process.
Right.
Like I want you to see the work because right now a lot of people see the glory before the story.
It's all they see because that's all the stuff that makes it to the top on the algorithm. They don't see what we all three of us have gone through and sacrificed and the hours of auditioning and the thousands and thousands of auditions that not only did they not tell us no, they didn't tell us anything. So
they just didn't answer.
Right. So yes, it's important that people see the grind that we've all gone through.
Exactly, and that's
it
the
even
respect.
Goes down
that you
to
have
like rappers, bro. Like new rappers nowadays, bro. They all already like rich. They already got bust down chains. They already got $300,000 cars and watches and chains. Like I feel like no rapper that has that like development story, that grind story no more. So it's like everything is just like. Yeah, that's true too. They don't share it. They just come straight to the scene.
I know, because if you think about it's like the SoundCloud era. Like if you think about 50, like 50 did years of mixtapes, got shot, came back, did more mixtapes, did
tours. The whole fucking industry.
And then he started. Now it's just like like the Post Malone, and no knock on him, but like Post Malone posted White Iverson, and then all of a sudden he was viral, and then it's like, we got the chain, we got everything. You know what I mean?
We were talking about. My mind started going up. You were talking about how you and Mike would be out, those type of things. Well, Chris and I like to be out too, and it was like,
no, I know.
It was after the first season I think we had filmed, and we came back to L.A. So it was
I know exactly.
21. So it's okay. So it's 21. We come back to L.A. probably like right around in it was 420. It was 420, and that's Chris really indulges in that holiday.
Yep.
I went to meet him at an event. I'm getting him back for telling that story and not.
Please.
Yeah. So I go to meet him at this supposed to be this 420 party up in the hills, right? by the time I get there, I'm with my lady at the time. I got my thing with me. You know, we chilling. You know, like we're gonna meet Chris at this party, and it wrapped. It ended. So everybody was coming down the hill. So everybody's trying to get to their car. They call Uber. So we out there, we talking. Me and Chris loud. You know, we talking. And, you know, Chris being Chris, and we talking. I said, you can't just be out here just willy-nilly walking by yourself all the time like that. Like
he does that
all the time. Maybe on any corner anywhere, and he's like, nah, I ain't worried about it. I got that fire on me. I keep that fire on me. And he got his bag, you know, his Louis bag like that. I keep that fire on me. And I said, okay, boy, you got that fire, you know. And so we think nothing of it. We waiting on an Uber. Our Uber's coming, and finally he comes down the road, right? So we go walk down the Uber. He's mad at the Uber. Like, you supposed to pick me up right here. He's notorious for jumping on Uber drivers verbally.
Yeah.
So we go down, we get into this like Cadillac extended Escalade. I'm in the back in the third row. Okay, so I'm there, and then Chris, and then the other homie, and then the driver. And he's like Russian or something else. I'm not sure what it is. So he's not speaking English that clear. We drive maybe 300 feet. Woo, 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 woo. We get flagged. I'm like, what the hell? We getting flagged on the Uber? That's crazy. Hey, bro, what you do? And then talk to the Uber driver. What you do? You do something? And he's like, no, I don't know what's going on. So we in the car. I'm like, and then I said, oh shit, Chris got that fire on. He got that fire. So I'm like, okay. So we realized this ain't no normal stop. Like they on the walkie-talkie talking like, hey, you know, turn the engine off. Put the keys outside the car.
Oh, hell no.
Man.
This is a whole different type of stop here, bro. I'm still thinking what he did, you know. And then they tell us to get out the car one by one. I'm in the third row. I'm like, man, I got to climb over this seat. I'm trying to tell Chris to put the bag back here with me. And then and my lady's like, no, don't do that. Don't put it by you. Don't put it by you. So I was like, I'm trying to look out for little bro. I'm like trying to make sure we get in. I'm like, but it ain't really nothing I can do in this situation.
Right.
I'm the last person to get out the car. And I get out, and they got you back. You got to back pedal to them. Like, don't turn around. Got your hands in the air.
Damn, they was on that?
They got guns drawn, everything. I come to find out it's a federal stop or something they call it.
Yeah.
So they put it like that. I said, I got a hoodie on. I got a pocket in the front. I'm trying to make sure they know I ain't reach for shit.
Yeah.
My arms here. So they tried it. Everybody's in the. They got my lady in the car. She's handcuffed in the back of a car. We just started dating at the time.
Bad rep.
I'm trying to see now. I'm trying to see what her character like. Okay, make sure she ain't no snitch. You know what I'm saying? Make sure she don't blow the spot up. So I'm watching her. Make sure.
She's like, they have that fire in the car.
They had the fire in the car. They had the fire in the car, but she didn't say anything. So she's in the car. They tried to put me in the car. I couldn't get in the back seat, so they sent me on the curb. Sent me over there with bro. Bro still talking about, hey man, well what y'all pull us over for? What y'all doing? I said, Chris, shut the hell up and just sit down, man. Hey man, I'm just saying, hey, these cuffs too tight. Can you do something about these? I'm like, Chris, god damn.
He does not change for anybody.
He doesn't. And then I'm like, bro, like, oh shit. Well, if you sit down, we might get a good picture right now. That's gonna blow the show up. Like we really about this life. We somebody go by and take this picture. Like, look. You know, you talked about being socially like the tabloids. I was like, we're gonna blow the show up crazy with it, but we didn't get a good picture. But it ended up being, where they ended up finding the gun and but it turned out all right though. Everybody was okay. We had to go back to filming later on, and it didn't cause any problems, man.
You two got arrested on the side of the road. I remember him telling that.
Yeah. We cuffed up on the sidewalk, man.
Diamond
it's
and
crazy. 420 Diamond and Janard.
CBI boys back at it
CBI,
again,
baby.
But honestly, like, you better have that shit on you. That's all I'm saying.
I'd
rather get caught with it than without it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta protect yourself, man. But I'm always, because I've been in this game, that life aspect a lot, and I look at it, it's like that's when you get that. That's when you gotta have somebody with you.
100%.
It's okay. Don't
but
worry
you
about
can't
ego.
always have someone with you. Like
you can't always.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, we have very different eyeballs than Tom Holland. We have very different eyeballs than guys on these CW shows and this and that. So like, you gotta have it on you.
What I found out is that have it on you, but have it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
The
Go
right
ahead
way.
and go through the process of getting it on, because
that
in the long
license,
run,
you know what I'm saying?
like you said, it's gonna affect your life, because especially even, and I hate to say it, but even men of color, we can't make the same mistakes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got other actors out there that made some of those mistakes like that, and they can't get a job no more.
Yep, Robert Downey Jr. People like that make those mistakes and they get second chances and this and that.
And I know some other ones in it that a very close circle, and it's like, so it's about trying to do it the right way, and also keeping the right people around you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm with Chris. Like, you know, we have a group.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I'm gonna try to keep him out of trouble. He gonna try to keep me out of trouble, because sometimes it's not situation. It's just some situation you can't avoid. So that's where that person comes in and be like, hey, you know, they can diffuse that situation.
Right.
But also, you know, how you know who you around and where you at too.
Right.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep us down, man. Us three.
We live this life, baby. Live this power life.
All right.